Hello everybody and welcome to my podcast JustDelphineKnits. It has been a while, but I'm back. It's really warm, so it's kind of really get the right planning to be able to film. So I'm sitting outside in the garden in a corner with some shadow, so my face is a little bit darker. Apologies for that, but it's way too hot to sit in the sun or to have a spot in the house with daylight, which isn't like a sauna. So apologies, but we will have to deal with that. I also have a new phone, and on that phone my external microphone doesn't fit. So I'm just filming with my phone. I hope everything works. If it doesn't, I will try to increase the volume a bit with the software. If not, I will buy a microphone for next time, so apologies in advance. First of all, I want to start with finished objects, of course, and the first one is what I'm wearing. It's my crescendo summer top by the Knit Purl girl. I really love the motif. I also have her blouse and her sweater pattern, but it's way too warm to knit on that, so I decided to make myself a summer top. For this I used the Sachenmayr 120 Merino yarn, which is a superwash merino, and I learned from the Knit Purl girl and Laura from Penrose Knits that the twist I'm seeing in my knit stitches, like one leg seems to be twisted, is caused by the superwash yarn. I was wondering why it was, but it's because of that apparently. It's quite warm for the moment, so I haven't worn this top a lot yet, but I really like it. I choose the option with the rib because I thought merino was a little bit more sporty than, for example, a silk or a linen blend. So that's why I chose that. I will of course also add some pictures of me wearing the top so that you can see it decently. So that is my first FO. My second FO is a shawl. It's a storyline shawl which I have made of yarn I dyed myself with draadkracht last year. Just a moment. I haven't blocked it because it's more than big enough for myself. So this is it. It's way too warm. I will just take it off. It's made out of merino and mohair, so that's why it's so hot. In blues, so I really like blue. Do you think? So yeah. It's not my favorite pattern to knit, but it's a really lovely result because of the hand-dyed yarn, and I really wanted to finish it before dyeing again with draadkracht, which I will tell you more in a second. I might keep this shawl for my brother-in-law wedding in September. I'm wearing a black jumpsuit, so that would be perfect, I guess. Or I have another option that I will show you later. But that's my shawl. So I went dyeing again with some people that are called the Yarn Divas, and yeah, I liked it a lot. So I actually got to know the Yarn Divas because of draadkracht. Last year at the Knit and Knot fair I was dyeing yarn with draadkracht, and you have Dutch, which is the language I'm speaking, but you have the Holland accent and the Belgian accent, and they're in Holland, and she recognized my Belgian accent, and she said, well, let's meet the Yarn Divas. So I got to meet Krista there, so that was really lovely. And then she invited me now to dye yarn with them as well. So what did I dye? I dyed a lot. Well, in fact it was meant to be all together for one Painting Bricks shawl by Stephen West, but I decided to do differently because they gave me the yarn in different packages at the end, and then my mind made something else. Those were supposed to be my main color, which is some blue. I'm doubting. I think I want to make a summer top out of this. I have 800 plus meters. So if you have any advice on a summer top, please let me know. And then my favorite colors, the pink, orange, yellow ones, and that's why I decided to do it differently. I will combine this with undyed yarn and dye some more skeins. I ordered some stuff for that. And then I will have a yeah, a painting brick shawl with those colors. And then those were the other colors, and more like autumnly colors. And this will be combined with drops alpaca from Stash, and I will make an own design, so you don't have to dye anything else, but this will be a own design. So that's actually what I want to make with the things I dyed, and what I want to dye extra actually. The dyeing will only be at the end of July, because my knitting friend and me, we are going to meet in my garden to dye together. So we'll only be able to show you, I think, in August. So, well, just be patient. So that's already that. FOs. I still have some other FOs, being socks. The first pair was finished before summer sock camp, and those are shorties that I made out of leftover yarn from another pair of socks. And then this year in summer sock camp you can also add FOs made out of whips. And this is the first one. It's the violet socks from Ginger and Thyme. I've tested it and I finished one sock then, but I only recently finished the second one. The purple is jawoll, and the pink is arwetta from Filcolana. I really like them. I made them slightly shorter. It's not a shorty sock, but it's like a summer sock in my opinion, so I like them a lot. And then the second pair that I finished for summer sock camp. The second pair I finished for summer sock camp, sorry I was sneezing, is this one. It's a design of my own. You see the power of blocking, because this one is only finished from this morning. It's a design that I made up myself, based on the Design Your Own Top-Down Socks workshop of SunnySeaKnits. I used the Anil sock yarn for that. So if you want to know more about those workshops I'm following and how it inspires me to design my own stuff, please let me know and I might make a special episode about it. Those are all my FOs, but I do have some whips, of course. Let's start with the sock whips. I must say, for the sock whips, it might be that for some other socks I still made some progress, but I forgot what I showed you last time, but I will show them when they're finished next time then. I only took the socks I'm sure I made some progress on. First, this one. I will pop a picture of what they were before, because I had started the Jack Little socks for my husband, but it didn't fit over his foot. So this is an own design as well. I'm not that far yet, and you see it's a Christmas themed stitch marker. That's because I started the previous pair around Christmas. And then my everlasting whip, the broken rope socks. It's just the yarn and the needles. It's not a pattern that I hate, but I have 3 centimeters of progress, so I really hope to finish these before the end of summer sock camp. So those are my whips. For summer sock camp I will try to finish as many whips as possible. And if I finish 2, I can cast on another pair. That's my rule actually. But I won't, so I finished 2, but I won't cast on immediately, because I want to save my credit for the surprise sock along of WestKnits. And I chose my yarn. It's this beige from Regia, combined with this hand-dyed red color from Atelier It's Wool Based. I think the contrast will be fine and I really like it, so I will go for it. Other whips, non-sock whips. First of all, a shawl. It has been a whip for a while. It's a shawl from a kit from Katia in the Cotton Yak. I had done this much, and then it went in the corner for months because I was afraid of the 2-color brioche. But I bought a workshop of WestKnits and now it's fine to do so. My gauge is a little bit different on the brioche though, but I think for a shawl it will be fine. I really like the pop of color now and then because I'm not really adventurous in buying colors myself, but this one should be fine. And then I have a cardigan. This might be, if I don't keep the shawl for the wedding, this might be the cardigan for the wedding. It's not easy to see, but it's a fallen leaves cardigan by Knitwear. And it has a lace pattern on the sleeves. I'm currently knitting on the body. I hold 2 strands of Drops Baby Merino together to knit this on 4.5 millimeter needles. It's superwash merino again, and I don't know if you can see it, you probably can, but I have the twist again in my knit stitches, so yeah. I really like knitting cardigans, not because I like knitting flat, but because I love wearing cardigans. They're really versatile. You can just, yeah, you can wear them closed, they're warm, you can wear them open, then they're like in between, and you can take them off easily. So that's why I love them. I have one last project I want to show you. It's an own design. It's a tryout for a loose summer top in Drops Bell. Just a second. I'm not that far because I started all over. I don't know where I will end up, but we'll see. It's just some experimenting. Drops Bell isn't expensive, so I won't lose anything. So that's what I have for projects. Life has been really busy, so I have been knitting, but quite not that much as I would normally do, I guess, or on other things I would normally do. I have 2 test knits coming up for which I will use stash yarn, and I'm starting, the fluff is here again. I'm starting to watch podcasts again, which I had stopped for a while, and I currently really enjoy SunnySeaKnits. It's a Dutch lady who has both an English and a Dutch podcast, so please check her out. And also an Italian knitter, which has been my favorite of all times, and she still is. So those are my 2 favorite podcasts actually, and I would really recommend them. Another thing I would really recommend is if you're in Belgium, in Puurs there is a knitting bar called Knit and Drink. It's a knitting bar that will only be there for a year because it's a project that place can be used for a year. And the lady there is an Ukrainian lady that now lives here, of course, because of the war, and she has her own bar. There are really nice mocktails and also cocktails, but I didn't taste them yet, and coffees, of course, as well. I really like the atmosphere there. I will pop some pictures as well. So thanks a lot for watching. I always try to keep my episodes kind of short. And I talk fast, I know, so that's why they're only like 15 minutes more or less. And I really want to thank you for watching. If you like it, please comment, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.